All right, well, let's mark it now. Okay, this may be the start. We had a nice run. Little almost a green bar ignored on the 15 on the SPY. So this may be a sign that it's going to start to move down again. Let's see, what time is it? 12:57. So another 3 minutes for this candle to close. Obviously, I think taking out this area down here might signify more of a drop coming. Is there a way to add position and day range as a horizontal bar form like for other time frames? Are you I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you talking about on a chart, or where are you talking when you say add? You're not talking about a chart though. When you say for other time frames, give me an example, please. So Jay, did you hear me? Maybe take it to the off topic or tech or off topic though, please. Hey, can you, I'm not mute, right? You can hear me, right? All right, docs, okay, a little recovery to 60. Okay, so here's the position in 20-day range. Oh, I see what you mean. We have a line. It's sort of the swing exit. I think, is that what you're talking about? The swing exit, which is at the low 20-day range? If that's the answer, there's no way to add it. They by yourself. Is that what you mean? So what, like for instance, this is the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so right there, for instance, there is what they call the swing exit. That's the low of the 20 range. Yeah, please take it off topic, Jay. All right, go here. Click on the topic right there, off topic, please. Okay, so there is the position in range for the day, and you can always add this as a column. All right. And let me just show you. See, I don't have a lot of them because most of the time these are all making new highs or new lows. so I know they're at the bottom of the range. But let me just see if I've got, wouldn't you know it, just, okay, right there. Okay, so there's read as an example. Okay, so there it is, the position in the range. I can always change that. Okay. Must have not done it. Just a second. Graphical indicator. So no, I want text headers. Okay. Get rid of the graphical indicator. Okay, so this is trading at 100%. So this is basically right at the top of the range. As you move down, TSG is 96.6. Okay? So it's not quite at the top, it's almost. And if I move down, you know, this is at 83.6% of the high. I just like to have the graphical presentation, that's all. But you can certainly do it as a percent. Does that make sense? So that's the position in the day's range as a percent. And that's telling you exactly where it is. But does that answer your question? So if you see, oh, okay. Well, just, you have the column, you need the column. All right, and then just right click. Don't click on the header. Don't click on the header, click within the column. Okay, right click and properties, and just check graphical indicator. Don't forget to save, save your work. You can save, once you're done, if you have a layout, remember, just file save, because all your changes that you make will be saved. No, hey, listen, that's why I'm here. Number one reason I'm is to help people understand how to use the program, and just little things like that can be frustrating if you don't know how to do it. And once you know how to do it, the light bulb comes on. I mean, that's why I'm here. I trade, sure, and I'm trying to obviously throw out ideas all day long, but the other big aspect, that's why it's a free room, trying to help people. Well, obviously marketing if you don't have the program, but if you're new, we try to support the product as best we can. I'll never forget the email that I got once from somebody. Said they were ready, they were fed up, didn't know how to zoom on the chart. They tried everything, they could not zoom on the chart. And then one day somebody asked me the question, how do you zoom on a chart? And I showed them, and the person happened to be in the room, not this room, to the old Webinato room. And a guy wrote me an email, or lady, I don't know. The person wrote me an email, says I was all set to stop your program, I subscribed, because I was so frustrated that I couldn't figure out how to do what I considered a very, very simple thing. So I'm happy to help. you're in a Trade Ideas trading room, Aaron. So if you want this program, and by the way, wow, 107. I'm almost set to do my daily video, but so right there's the link. Not quite. Didn't have the link. Just a second. Okay, so you see the link right there, or there's the link for a subscription. You can check out the various subscriptions that we do have. We have monthly, annual for both standard and premium. And right now, 25% off. That'll last until Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. And it'll be 25% off the first month only. You get that all the time. It's not every month. And I say, okay, if it were every month, why would you take on an annual? Anyway, so it's off first month only or the entire year. But if you do take out a monthly, it's just a monthly subscription. There's no contract, it's just month to month. You do take out a monthly, and within a month, in other words, by June the 14th, if you do decide that you'd like to upgrade, say to a yearly or from standard to premium, you can do so, and we will honor that promo code. Well, when you say do they have any, we're not a broker. So we're a scanning tool. All right. So it's up to you still need a broker to trade. This is a scanning tool which will hopefully identify stocks that you could be interested in trading. So it's up to your broker how much you need. We don't set a minimum. All right, time for my video. Yesterday it snuck up on me, but not today. Yes, Roger, just before I'll go, yeah. So the plus minus designation. Let's take a look at ACB as an example. Okay, so here are the key ones that I use, Roger. All right. Minus 0.25. That means they released earnings after hours yesterday. You see the mauve area right there in the chart? That's after hours yesterday. So that's what minus 0.25 means. .25 means they released earnings before the market opened today. That's a tan area. Notice the mauve area. See, there's really no action. But this morning, they released earnings before the market opened. And that's the 0.25. So those are the two, for me, the two important ones. Because the stock releasing earnings after hours yesterday and before the market opens today, typically those stocks are going to be active all day. Okay? And obviously, if it said not obviously, but if it said 1.25 or 2.25 or 3.25, that would mean, well, 1.25 means tomorrow before the market opens, 2.25, 2 days, in 2 days before the market opens, etc. But for me, I don't care about all those. All I care about is minus 0.25 and 0.25. Okay? And obviously, if it said minus 7.25, that's 7 days. All right, everybody, I will be back. So we'll see you around 1:50. Because I'm back now, I was just going to mention something just as I was doing video and all on the docks. I think it was a 2 pullback. I think, yeah, 2-bar pullback on the 15. Still not sure it's going to take up this 20 60 50 level, but there was a little 2-bar pullback anyway. Did Holly AI and RBIG? Not for me. I don't have the RBI GBIs loaded, but guys, I will tell you this. I am in a Holly alert. And by the way, that is, I know it's Wednesday today, so the last of the test drive, but we're going to get back to kind of normal Holly alerts starting tomorrow, in which I'm in it. If I'm in a trade, certainly don't talk about it. Wait, all I'm going to say is the time and which Holly. Again, not fair for those who pay for premium service. But you probably can guess the Holly trade I'm in. You guys were paying attention. Checking again, just keep checking some of these low floaters, but just nothing happening with these low floaters. Pretty good entry. You probably know the one I'm in. Not right at the trigger, but close. Another example of, you know, that alert, you know what it is. It's at 10:13. I mean, there was the alert at 10:13 on Holly 2.0. No, so did I get in at 10:13? Of course not. Guys, just kind of looking at some emails. Another one that's close to the VWAP, not really moving though. 1582. It's been, there it is though. There, it's just over the VWAP. Does have room. A lot of watts on the weekly. What am I saying? So the VWAP, 1582, high 16. So it's probably tough to get through. Okay, well, welcome to the room. It has earnings, didn't it have earnings today? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you look at a weekly chart, you see it's already had a nice run from 52 cents to $1.22. So it's had a nice break on the daily, and it's through that area. I guess if it can maintain this area, I would just be a little concerned on that weekly. It's definitely had a run. Obviously, it has room to the 263 area, Not saying it's going to get there. It's not the type of thing I would swing just because of, let's see, 116. I guess if it held, I mean, the highs right there, 117, 117, 118, 125. So when you look left, the next high looking left is about 125. It got, what did it get to today? 133. So I guess if it could get up to that 130 level and maintain there for the rest of the day, maybe. The 200 day is up here, so depending on what you're trying to make on it. So anyway, you're not going to get from me, yes, okay, yes, go ahead and do it or don't do it, all right? I'm not an investment advisor. Yeah, Docs is, and I'm not allowed to, but you saw my opinion or heard my opinion. Well, Docs is getting close to where I'd like to maybe take it. I know he probably, well, not really, $160 stock. Just watching Docs right here. Like to see it get into the high 40s, I'll probably take it. Watching, watching, watching. Take out that 50. Well, on the other hand, my little Holly working out well on a percentage basis. Okay, guys, I'm watching Docs to see if we get that bid to 60.50, and then I'm probably in. Market is putting in a nice, well, remember, seems like a long time ago, I was talking about, I think it was that red candle, see if it was going to progress down, and no, just little modest pullback, and now look what the SPY is doing. It should help. Help as in help longs. Again, I'm just watching docs right here. Nice break at a 60-50 and go. And the waiting game, just playing the waiting game right now. Okay, one moment, please. I have a hungry little pet next to me. Just, yeah, no, it's mine. Just a minute. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to have to put this alert up here. I don't want to keep watching it. All right. So here's ER. Again, I don't really see a big break here. Not the grid pattern, but there's right at the VWAP, ERJ. Well, I see Zion is still hanging in here. And it's an Iraq trader, but I guess if you believe in, I guess, the story, whatever that story is, take a few shares and hang on. I mean, you're chasing it now. Quotient, wow, QTN straight up on the 15s, straight up. I mean, it's just that one little red candle there and hardly anything at all. What a move for this one. In 9 days, so it's not an earnings play. All right, Fox, come on. The spread finally is not bad with mist. 1888, 1896. I want to see 60-50. That's just no. Doesn't mean you take it at 60-50 or anything like on the bid. I want to see the bid. I want to see it like take out that 50, that 60-50. But I'll be honest, I'm way more interested in the Holly, the one I'm in. It could give me far greater percentage move. And that's the Holly 1013 in Holly Neo. Sorry, Holly 2.0. All right, 1583. Okay, maybe. In fact, we've got a little bit of curl starting here for MGNX. Bit of a curl. There's the 8 EMA curling up. It hasn't quite crossed it, but there's the VWAP. 1583 for MGNX. So maybe this could be, what do we have? 1640. So this has room intraday. Maybe a little bit of resistance around 16 plus the whole number, but boy, this MGNX looks really interesting. How many does he have left? That to me is the key. I mean, in this particular case, that may be, that may be more devastating, 500,000 shares. I don't know how many he has left. Used to always look way more intensely at the buys as opposed to the sells by insiders. People can sell for a million different reasons, not because they're fleeing the ship. They want to buy a house, they got kids going to school, they got, all sorts of reasons, so they pair off. Now, if it's all 500,000, if that's all he's got, then fine. I look at more when there's insider buys. That's just me personally, because nobody usually is forcing anybody to buy. But again, there could be a lot of reasons why people sell. Got to get that new extension on their home in the Hamptons. I mean, that costs money. And yeah, taxes. Yeah, could be. All right. That got me into docks. Average about 60.54 actually, so we'll see. See if it holds that 60.50. Everyone will get it here now, just watching it. Yeah, look at Zoom. My goodness, Zoom, Zoom. And again, one of my favorites, silk. Uh-oh, sneeze coming. Okay, sorry. All right, guys, where did I get it at? I'm testing this theory. Okay, I'm actually in the macrogenics. They fill 1594 MGNX. I'll probably put the stop right at the VWAP. I want to see if it can break through 16. I usually like to see the break of the whole number, but I'm basing it on this almost the cross there and over the gap. Okay, so this is a challenge for me. I'm in 3 trades at the same time, so this is a challenge for me. This is the area right there. It's going to get through. If it stalls there, I'm okay. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, I took some of the magnetics out just because I'm a little bit worried about this area right there. If it can pop through that, though, then could be clear sailing. So again, this is just sort of a test for me. You got out 1607 from 1594. So we'll see. So if you're wondering where I found that, it was just in the VWAP. Okay, that's where I found it, and I just clicked the alert, and then that's I saw this was almost well. In fact, that will be for real because it's not has nothing to do with the pre-market. So that would be the cross 5077, and then it was over the VWAP. So hadn't seen one like this in all these alerts. So that's why I decided to take that one, and we'll see how it goes. Can't really lose on it now. Somebody's watching Globus before, yeah. Volume coming in. Boy, what a snooze alert right here for this APLT. Be interesting to see what happens with this one going forward. Let me refresh my memory on who are the underwriters on that one. And tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Actually, 15. I don't think beer opened, did it? I think beer opened. It's supposed to open today. We've had a couple that are being postponed. CPTI for tomorrow or today. I don't see beer opened. All right, I'm just going to give NGNX just a little bit longer here. Again, this was a bit of an experiment for me. Just watching it to see if it can hold 16 and move from there. If it can, I'm out. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had acted, what is it up? So, I mean, it's down for the day also. So, All right, docs. Yeah, I'm out of it now. I'm basically flat on it. If it doesn't, I may take a look at it again at 60/60, but not that interested in it right now. So maybe if it takes 60/60. Okay, wow, good exit. 95 for the MJNX. So basically flat the last bit I had of that. I will watch for another 16 break. This was the area. We got right to that area. That was the area I was kind of worried about, and that's why I took some out. All right, Doc. You wanting me to get back in? Maybe keep an eye on LDB. Maybe this might be a red bar ignored, quite because of the topping tail, but they took out 590. Have some room. Uptrend, red bar. It's not quite because the topping tail is not engulfed, but it's pretty darn close. Now, recognizing it's, a lot of bad news with this one, so. What do you see with CLRB? What do you see? I don't see too much right now. I mean, yeah, it's a Holly alert earlier. Great Holly alert. I mean, on a percentage basis from the original 270, what was it, 271, and it got up to 314. And I'm not saying you could have got in right then and right at the exact entry and got out right at the exact high, but any two in the middle third is always good. Well, what it's got going for it, of course, is the daily chart. It does have room if you can get back over 3. The high left is 375, so that would be enough room. All right, guys. So the webinar that I attend is today, the Wednesday Q&A with Dan and Brad. That starts at 5 o'clock. So I'll be shutting the room down. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'll be shutting the room down right around 3 o'clock today. A few things I have to do before the webinar. So any questions, ask me now. And I'm all out of everything now. I'm out of the Holly trade. Modest did not get into the 30s. 818 to 825. So yeah, okay. Those sort of comments, if you want to put comments like that, just put them in the off topic, okay, Dan? Tahoe, all right? Just specific stocks. I know you're citing, but I mean, just try to put those comments in the off topic. I think someone was looking at Cody. Wow. Before, I remember this pullback. Cody right now. Look at the volume that's coming in. Insider buying or something. Look at the volume that's coming into Cody. Well, I'll do it. Coming right into a resistance area on the weekly chart, 1315 or so. This is WMC right at the VWAP, just underneath the 200-day. I guess if it broke down, look out for WMC. Look at the void underneath that one. VFF, haven't seen that one today. Yeah, I mean, this is the one the short have been all over trying to really slam this company. If you look left on the weekly chart, we've got the 1550 or so before you get a lot of resistance. It's not trading abnormally, really. It's only trading half. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some room. A little bit of a stair stepping up, but over the whole number. I mean, kind of like that. Guys, the Magnogenics now is back up. Let's see if it can take this out. If it does, I may hop right back in it. And what might happen with the MGNX, if gets above 1607, 1608, that will be a red bar ignored. So we have the uptrend, there's the green bar, but the red candle totally engulfed by the previous green bar. If this can get above, that would trigger that's a big move. The $10 drop. What were you in at, Real? What price though? Definitely watching this MGNX, see if it takes out that high. If it does, it has some room. I mean, 1640 is the high, I guess, today. Is that right? 1640 high. That's not a quick one. I don't know what any of those things are. I know what a doji is, but somebody else who knows the I mean, I could look it up, but pay attention maybe to just dojis, just but not all the other ones. So I don't know. Definitely watching the ANX right here. The high is 607, so it's just slightly underneath the high of that red candle. All right. Well, Docs, I'm glad I didn't get back in. So I don't know if Docs is over, but just meandering around here. Well, there goes down. Docs is really giving it now. So now this one, haven't seen this one for a while. This is another IPO from 2 weeks ago, TMDX. So I'm just going to put it in here again, closing the room at 3 o'clock. And I'm just going to go over the links again. So if you first of all, if you're just showing up into the room the last little while, welcome to the room. This is the format every day. Share my screen, get live in the mic right around 9 o'clock every day, Eastern time, of course. Today is a webinar day, so I attend that webinar, the one at 5 o'clock, Help Out Text-Wise with Dan and Brad. If you have trade ideas, click on the Room Drive icon beside my name. Looks like a half-open folder. Scans that I share, you can click on the download, and I guess I should add one more step. You should see it somewhere here, and then click on that, and then it'll load the document. Okay, you'll see all the scans that I'm sharing. Some of them you'll see on the monitor I'm sharing, but I have 2 other monitors with other scans on them. The links, Trade Ideas links. Just quickly go over some of these. So there is a promo code still, very good one. If you click on the subscription tab right there, you'll see the promo code, Spring Driver, all in capital letters, 25% off, first month only or the entire year of a Trade Ideas subscription. How much the Trade Ideas cost? We have a yearly plan for the standard and premium, $1068 a year, minus the 25%, or $2268 a year, minus the 25%. Big difference is Holly. Holly kind of looks like this. Here's one of the Holly windows. You'll get an entry, you'll get a stop price, a bunch of other things, but that is what Holly's all about. I'm watching that. I'm just watching MGNX, guys, because I do want to take this. You can always start off with a monthly plan. You don't have to hop into a yearly plan. I would caution you, if you don't know the program at all, why would you do that? You can always start off with a monthly plan, $118 a month, less the 25%, or $228, less the 25%. And if you're worried, well, yeah, but what if I'm going to give up the big discount on the yearly plan? Not exactly. If you really like, within a month, you should have an appreciation for the program, whether you want to really get into it or not. So if you do, within a month, so today's the 15th of May, if by June the 14th you say, yep, I love it, I want to go from standard to premium, or from monthly to yearly, you can do so and we'll honor the promo code. Brokerage Plus, one-time licensing fee, $1,100 minus that 25%. And that literally means it's a lifetime license. So even if you unsubscribe from Trade Ideas, if you come back at any time, Brokerage Plus will be there for you. All right. And what does it look like? Right now, if you want to use Brokerage Plus, this is what it looks like. It's basically a An aesthetically pleasing order entry window. You'll need an Interactive Brokers account and our premium service, okay? So don't buy this unless you have or you're planning to get Interactive Brokers. We are looking to add other brokers, but I cannot tell you which ones or when. I know we say that all the time, but hey, it's the truth. So this is as I say, a more pleasing way of order entry. Of course, Interactive Brokers has their own order entry. This is a lot nicer looking, big sell, big buy. You have hotkeys here, flatten, get out of a position, get out of half, double your position, reverse, go from long to short, short to long, click on an alert, symbol of load, how many shares, you can key in how many shares. This will give you the bid and ask. So that's the very manual way of using it. Next level. You do like it, you can set up these buy and shorting, your own buying and shorting parameters. Just click how you want to trade it, show up. And yes, you can, very few of our customers, but some want to create their own strategies and backtest the strategy such that if a symbol ever showed up, it would auto trade it. You would attach your rules on how you want to trade it to the window. So you're basically bypassing this step of having to choose how you want to trade it. Well, obviously it would just be one rule, but you've got to be very, 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 very comfortable and confident that, you know, if a symbol shows up, you want to auto trade it. And meet Holly, you can click on that link. That'll tell you what Holly is all about. And the strategy, all the strategy descriptions, or the descriptions of all the strategies. What does on support mean? What does float on mean? What does count de monnaie mean? Training, Monday to Thursday at noon Eastern. You can start all free. If you don't know what you have, just click on Help and About, and that will tell you. 7.77 is the development version that I'm on. You can download a demo of Trade Ideas here. Daily video, which I've already done. You can sign up for it right there. Brokerage Plus, which I've gone over. Trade of the Week, sent to you before the market opens every morning. And I can't wait to not have to do this anymore, having all three Hollies open at once. You know, instead of clicking on the Omni, if you have Holly, instead of clicking on the Omni channel in the channel bar to open the three Hollies, you should probably watch that video that I did quite a while ago. It'll show you how you can incorporate having the three Hollies open, okay, as part of your layout. Because remember, when you load the Omni channel, you're loading a layout, so your layout is up here. Well, yeah, I was just going over. That is no, we don't offer level 2. This is a trading platform. You mean you mean like literally the brokerage platform? That's up to you. I mean, a lot of us use Interactive Brokers, but we don't sell the platform at all. And of course, the platform will offer level 2. Art, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. And you can't hear me, so I don't know what the problem is. I know, but I'm refreshing. I'm trying to answer Art. Really hard because you can't see any. Can't see or hear me. Oh, here you can hear me. So it's this one. Okay, you're answering him. Right there. On that icon right there. So Aaron, did that make sense to you? We're not a brokerage platform, and we don't sell any brokerage platform. We link with many, linking in that we have a tool called the external linking tool. So we link with many brokerage platforms so that, and what that really means is that when you click on an alert, it'll automatically load the order entry. We're not talking auto trading it or anything like that, but it will load into your order entry in the brokerage platform, so you don't have to constantly type it in all day long, especially if you're clicking as many times as I do. That's what our link is all about. That's okay. No, that's why I'm here, Aaron. So many of us use Interactive Brokers. It's a worldwide brokerage. We have customers many countries around the world. So IB is available in many countries around the world. Commissions are pretty decent, I guess, and so that's why, you know, when we did a survey with our customers, that was the #1 broker. Exactly. You can pick whatever brokerage platform you want. Now, you're not going to get, you're new, so, you know, I wouldn't worry that much about Brokerage Plus right now, because if you want to use that, you know, what I was showing you before about order entry, the order entry form, you would need Interactive Brokers. But if you don't care about that, you can use virtually any brokerage platform. And as I say, we have this external linking tool. You just follow, you know, I'm obviously linked to Interactive Brokers right there, but we link with many platforms. What time do they, who's they, GT? You talking Interactive Brokers? I think, yeah, I think they open, I think, at 4 a.m. Eastern time, way before my time. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we start getting our data at 7 in the morning, all right? So, but I guess if you're bound and determined that you want to start trading at 4 Eastern time, I'm pretty sure that's when IB has their data. I can't answer with other programs, but yeah, well, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm getting up at 1 a.m. Enough is enough. Okay, there you go. Roger is saying it's open all night for stocks that trade all night. Look at here. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your account size, Aaron. I mean, it's, say most of us use IB. I think their commission rate is good. If you're not looking to buy thousands and thousands of shares, then I think IB rate is very good. It's half a cent a share. If you're into penny stocks, you know, when you want to buy 10,000 shares, maybe not, but that's up to you. I mean, you'll have to research what the best one is for your trading style. All right. Wow, 252. Cool. Are there any more questions coming up here? Well, my thoughts are obviously today was its first pullback day, and maybe the balloon was off. I mean, the news that they had 2 days ago, I mean, I guess obviously the market loved it. You know, adopts tax benefit preservation. So it was a tax, but I mean, right now, I would say it's, you know, at least for today, I mean, it's done. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to be resurrected tomorrow, but oh, you're welcome, Aaron. That's a pretty good stuff, but again, doesn't mean it's dead, dead, dead. I mean, to me, it's dead today, but doesn't mean that tomorrow. What's the flow? Yeah, it's not super. It's not super excessive. It's not super low. Well, also the webinar at 5. Today's my long day. Long day, guys. You get up at 4:15, and then I have the webinar at 5. So Wednesdays makes for a long day. Not complaining, but just reality. Yeah, I should pop that in actually. Thanks. This is the webinar link. Okay. Well, this is the webinar link for all the webinars we have, but you'll see it for today. So I see Bitcoin has made a comeback after, this is yesterday. Yeah, well, that's why we're here. You know, ask questions. I mean, you know, within reason, and I'll tell you if it's unreasonable. But most of the time, I don't get very many unreasonable questions. And when I say unreasonable, I mean some people ask me for the, you know, they give me a whole set of parameters. The stock has to do this, and this. How do I do that? A lot of times we don't have the indicators that you're looking for. I'm a fairly simple trader with very few indicators. It depends how complicated. But other than, you know, well, how would I do, you know, how do I don't know, zoom a chart and just things like that. I mean, of course I can answer those sort of questions. And more detailed than that. I'm not trying to scare you off. What is Bitcoin doing? Just is that a joke? Well, no. I mean, the webinars are geared for certain, but you can ask questions though. But if you're looking that's where the training courses come in, GT. I would encourage you, today's Thursday, so there is not one tomorrow, but I think they usually have a Friday sort of Q&A session, but Monday's session is a beginner session, and it goes over a lot of the very basic stuff. That's in that training link that I just put. And as the week progresses, the courses get a little more, I don't say difficult, a little more advanced featured. No. As far as I know, you don't have to be a subscriber, no. Used to, but I don't think anymore. A second, please. All right, just again, before I go, just want to pop in the subscription link again. Oh, I see. I thought you were, I'm sorry. I actually thought you were kidding. Okay, so just keep the control key down, press down on your keyboard. I'm assuming you have a PC and you have the app. So just go to a chart, left click on it just so it knows that it's the active chart. So left click on it, control key down on your keyboard, keep it pressed down, and then with your scroll wheel on your mouse, just scroll in and out. Okay. All right. Did you get that? And I'm assuming you're not on the web-based version, are you? You're on the you've downloaded the app. Okay. See, you're confusing me, Tal. You answered me in the stocks only instead of the topic or the tech support. All right, everybody, that is it for me. It's a wrap. Whoops, I got to do my going once, going twice. So going once, first of all, any more questions? Going once, twice. That is a wrap for today. Thanks for all the help. Great ideas all day long in the room. I say it all the time, but thank you for the civility in the room. Makes my day way easier, the job way easier. And yeah, you too, Waleed. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.